Are you still looking for any of those last second gifts this year? Well, I have something inside of this box that might be a good fit for you if you know someone that's looking to get more into video production. In particular, someone that wants to be in their videos, because this is something that's going to help you make really great videos that you yourself are in. Costs less than 40 bucks, so it's a pretty affordable item. Actually is right in that sort of gift price range of, I think is around 35 bucks total, all right? But let's go ahead and take a look at what is inside of this box here from Amazon, all right? Now, I've already cut it open, so I don't cut myself in the middle of this little demonstration reveal here. Let's go ahead and see what is inside of here, all right? So anybody that's familiar with video products, you got a UBeesize. I don't know if I'm saying the name of this company right or not. I will tell you what, I've said this before. Video equipment companies have the weirdest names and product names, all right? Some of these names are just like completely bizarre. I have no idea where they come up with these, all right? But here is what is inside the box. And, you know, here's a bunch of packaging materials. Thank you, Amazon, for always sending, you know, twice as much packaging material as we could probably technically need here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in this. Now, this is something that I've had a lot of people ask about, all right? So a lot of people send us a request and they're like, hey, is this something I should buy? Or, you know, do you have a recommendation in this category? And so I'm not going to say what it is. Let's see what's in here. Got a couple different boxes so far. All right, now when you see this, all right, you might start to get a sense of what is in here. And if you're looking at that going like, okay, that's a tripod. Is this really going to be a video about showing me a tripod? It's more than a tripod, all right? There's obviously a couple other things here, but part of it is, technically this isn't a tripod. It's actually just, it's more like a lighting stand. It's got the 3 legs at the bottom and then a pole that extends to the top. But in here this is the big reveal, all right? This is what you really are here to see today. And that is a ring light, all right? So check this out. This is a 10-inch ring light. And so we get this question a lot because we get a lot of people asking us about ring lights. And truth be told, this is the one kind of light that I have until today never owned, right? So I've never actually owned, well, technically that's not true. I've owned a tiny miniature ring light that's about this big that goes on the top of your phone. This is more of a traditional, you know, I'd say quasi full-size ring light. Obviously, they make a lot that are much bigger than this, but this is one we get a lot of questions about. And the reason for that is, let me show you something, all right? Let me kind of put this together a little bit, and I'm actually going to turn it on, demonstrate it a little bit, which I don't typically have the opportunity to do in these videos. And so what do you got with this kit? And I apologize if the bell is annoying you. This hat is obviously ridiculous, but, you know, it's fun. It's the holidays coming up, so might as well enjoy it, all right? A couple things you get in this kit. So first and foremost, you're going to get the ring light itself, right? Obviously, that has some inherent value, and that's what we're really kind of taking a look at and reviewing here. You've got your battery pack to plug in the ring light. So this is going to need to be plugged into the wall to work. It's not battery powered, so that is something to keep in mind. And then it also comes with this stand. And so the way this thing works here is that you take this stand, you know, get it set up the right way, and you just screw the ring light onto it. But there's one more step that I want to show you here that I think you're going to think is pretty cool. If, again, you're making videos where you are going to be on camera. So selfie style kind of videos where the camera is sitting there in front of you, because this is a tripod adapter for a phone. And this thing literally mounts right into the center of the light. So check that out. So that's pretty cool, right? So there you got this stand. You've got the light. It's going to light up your face. And then right in the middle of it, you've got a place where you can mount your phone, right? And you can mount your phone both horizontally or vertically with this particular product, which is pretty handy, right? So it's actually pretty versatile. For about 35 bucks, you know, this is a pretty versatile little light here. And I just realized I probably should have put the link in the description for the video. I'll go back and make sure I add it to the comments once I'm done going live here. But there you go. That's it. All right. So you got your phone right in the center. You can turn the screen on. Let me show you what that would look like real quick here. So if we had the selfie camera on, obviously you're going to see my computer screen and my my camera that I'm using right now, right, with the selfie screen there. But you turn that on, and then you've got the light. So I've got my little power strip over here to my right. So let me go ahead and plug this in, and let's actually take a look at how these work. Show you real quick here. And then I'll give you a kind of a sort of a first impressions review. All right, here we go. Let's get this power cord extended. Let's get that plugged in. All right, there we go. Oh, wow. Not bad, huh? All right. So nice and bright. And then you'll see on the front here. Okay, so this is, that's kind of cool. I didn't even know this part. So I don't know if you can see it, but so right here on the front at the bottom, you should probably be able to see that. You've got the power button. And this is actually kind of just like a touch screen, basically. So you just touch on it and it turns the light on. And then you've got these power settings, these brightness levels. So I can go up, I can go down. And I can actually, so if you can see here, I'm also pressing on this one, it's changing colors as well. You can change kind of the hue of the light, right? So you can go from warm to cool and then back to warm again. That's pretty cool, all right? Like I'll be honest with you right now, the kind of equipment that you can get from a video production standpoint, I mean, this is one of the blessings of the pandemic. You feel bad saying that, right? Because I mean, most of the things from the pandemic have obviously been terrible, but this is one of the positive outcomes is that because we were all forced to start doing Zoom calls and making videos all the time, the equipment has gotten much more affordable. And this is the kind of thing that, you know, might have existed, you know, a year or two ago, but I doubt it was this price, right? Because I mean, this is literally, you're getting a stand, you're getting a phone adapter, and you're getting the light, which is, you know, very adaptable in terms of both brightness and color, right? Which is pretty cool. So just going to hold it out in front of myself for a second so you kind of see the brightness and the impact it has. I'm kind of looking at myself on the screen there. Let me do this, actually. I'm going to turn off my other lights. So let me turn that off. There we go. And this one over here I'll turn off as well. Okay. So now I have there's a little bit of light in the room because I've got some windows here. But you can start to see sort of the way this thing works. So let's brighten that up just a little bit. All right. So it's not bad. You can kind of move it around a little bit. You can see how it looks on my face. And then again, you can change the temperature of the light too. So I can push on this button and sort of switch back and forth between the different colors here. Pretty cool. All right, so I see a question here from Tanya. What's the size? This is a 10-inch ring light. All right. And so one thing I will kind of point out here is I have a decent sized phone. All right. It is almost filling up the entire ring light. So if you have like an iPhone 12 Pro Max Ultra, whatever they're calling them, it would probably fit. I don't think it's necessarily going to hit the frame there, but you've only got, it looks like maybe a ½ inch or so clearance there. So if the phones get much bigger, this thing won't be big enough anymore. But the way this now works is you just set this up, and actually I can probably, before we wrap up here, just go ahead and set it up for just a second. So let me get the legs extended. And it's also sort of demonstrate if it's nice and stable or not. That's a good thing to address real quick. So you put this on the ground like that, lock it in place, and there you go. All right, really not bad. So now I've got it sitting here on the floor right next to me. The light you're seeing, let's go ahead and turn this one off too, just so you can get kind of a full accurate representation. I mean, there's the light. You can change the colors on it again a little bit, which is pretty cool. Obviously, some of those colors are going to look better than others. And the thing you got to keep in mind with color is like different skin tones require different colors, right? So some of those colors are going to look bad on me. Some are going to look better. I tend to look, I think, a little bit better under like a cooler light, which is going to be more down in this range. And then I can decrease and increase that brightness pretty easily there, right? And then I just got the on-off button, and there you go. All right. So there you go. So I will post in the video. Again, apologize. Probably should have included the link before I went live here, but that's live video for you, right? You hit the button and then there's no turning back at that point. So I'm going to put the link for this product in the comment with this video. You know, this was about 35 bucks. Honestly, it's a great product, right? I mean, this is something that it gives you a lot of control. I love that you can adjust the temperature of the light as well. I think that's really useful. Just looking at myself in both the selfie camera and on the screen over there, I mean, I think I look pretty good for just a single light. The one thing I do want you to keep in mind here is that the one thing a ring light is going to do is going to give you rings in your eyes, all right? So that is something that is the main reason I've never bought a ring light, is that I think that's really distracting when you make a video. But if you don't mind that particular part, then you're going to love this light, all right? Because I'm looking at myself right now on screen, nicely well illuminated. I can go up and down in terms of the brightness, which is pretty cool. One other thing to keep in mind is that this is going to be great for lighting yourself. It's not necessarily going to be great for lighting anything behind you, right? So that's where soft boxes are sort of ideal, because they're going to light up the entire scene. They're going to make sure the room is sort of filled with light, versus a ring light is a little bit smaller. It's not going to put off as much light. So you can see, even if I kind of turn it towards myself, I'm not getting much on the back wall here, okay? All right, there you go. So that was the UBeesize. UBeesize, who knows, man? I don't know how to pronounce these names, but UBeesize selfie ring light tripod stand with phone adapter. You know how these Amazon names are, right? There's like 15 words in it. I'll just go ahead and post the link to it. But I will say, I give this, let's give it an 8 out of 10. All right. It's not the most, it's not the sturdiest design in the world. It's pretty good though. I mean, the stand is made out of metal. Seems like a pretty solid stand. The light, works really well. You have a lot of control over it. So for the price, this is a pretty damn good deal. I'll be honest. All right. So if you are looking for a ring light, I do now recommend this one. I've probably had 15 to 30 people ask me for a ring light recommendation over the past year. Now I can finally make one. All right. So there you go. That's the ring light I picked up. And that's just a quick sort of demo and review of it. I'll try to check back in a few months once I've used it a few times to see how it holds up, because that can be one of the downsides of some of these more affordable products. But there you go. The UBeesize selfie ring light with tripod is pretty solid. All right. So hopefully you got some benefit out of this. Like I said, I'll post the link in just a second. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video.